All right, folks, we're coming to you live tonight from the Garnaby Rickard Center, where your Clarington Flames are going to be taking on the Toronto Leaside Wildcats. The Clarington Flames have just hit the ice for their warm-up. All right, folks, I just finished player introductions. And we've got a minute left in the warm-up. And that'll do it for the warm-up. This is the first meeting of the year between your Clarington Flames and the Toronto Leaside Wildcats. I think we have a game in the new year where we have to travel to Toronto. And there they go, your Clarington Flames with their traditional post warm-up cheer. So it looks like we got Ray Preston starting at center, Luxton starting on the wing, and Ridding starting on the other wing, with Wood and Lee starting on defense. All right, folks, here we go. Opening face-off, won by Toronto Leaside. Wildcats bring that all the way back into their own zone. Round the net, up to the winger. That's broken up by Preston. She gets it in front of the net. Luxton with it, puts it in the corner for Ridding. Ridding behind the net, gets it out to Luxton. Luxton back to Ridding. She comes out from the side of the net. That comes all the way back to Bree Wood on defense. Big shot from the point, just misses the net. And Toronto Leaside will bring that out of the zone. Broken up by Preston. She dumps it back into the zone. Ridding at center. Plays broken up again and cleared down the ice. Wood gives chase behind the net. She clears it around the boards. Clarington was just making a change, so the winger wasn't there yet. Lee plays it behind the net out to the other side for DeYoung. Behind the net for Lee. Wildcats gain possession of the puck. They bring it out front, backhand, and that play's easily handled by the goalie. Kinley with great positioning comes across the net and goes right with that winger, able to hang on and force the face-off. face off just to the left of the Clarington net. Face off won by Leaside. Coulter blocks the shot. She then gets it up the wing. Clarington gains the neutral zone, and Wildcats break that up. Bayon giving chase to the puck carrier. Breaks that play up at the blue line. Strand just flips the puck down the ice. Leaside brings it back up the wing. Coulter chips it up back into the neutral zone, and that'll go all the way down into the Wildcat zone, where they're going to go behind the net and regroup. Rowan with it in the corner. She digs it out. She's got 2 Wildcats on her, so they break up the play and they start their breakout. Rowan with it. Tries to make a move on the last defense, but she's able to kick that puck away. Okapek gives chase. Leaside shoots that puck in. Hits Lee. Lee with it behind the net. Moves it up the boards. Okapek gets it up to the D, but not out. We have 2 call-ups today that are playing on the same line together, so I'm going to have to learn their names. Preston gets it to the line, mishandles the puck. That comes back to Okapek. She moves it up for Ridding. Okapek gets in there again. Ridding moves the puck ahead. Play broken up by Luxton. She dumps that down the length of the ice. Leaside moves it up to the winger. They're able to gain the neutral zone. Bring it into the Clarington zone. Wide drive. She gets around Wood. Puts it out front, but Preston's right there to break it up. She moves it up for Luxton. Luxton gets pulled down at center ice. No call on the play. Luxton back up with it again. She's got Ridding driving the front of the net. Battle along the boards. And Leaside gets that out of the zone. Wood moves over and able to break up that play. Leaside still controls the puck. They get a shot on net, and that's steered aside by Kinley. Wildcats with it, bring it around behind the net. They make the pass out front, and Kinley hangs on to force the face-off. The face-off just to the right of the Clarington net. Just over 11 minutes to go in this first period. We're just letting our time clock catch up to the game clock. Had a little technical difficulty getting our clock started. Leaside wins that face-off back, and a long shot from the point steered aside by Kinley. Battle along the near boards. Clarington takes her player down to the ice. No call on the play. A couple of players starting to fall now behind the net. Battle for it. Leaside brings it out. Broken up by Coulter. She goes along the boards. She kicks it out, but that comes out to a Leaside player. And that's handled by Kinley, so she'll hang on for another face-off. Some good down-low battles by the Clarington Flames, but again, they get that puck up along the boards to start that breakout, and they're unable to get it out of the zone. 10:26 here to go in the first period. Clarington gains the zone. Guys to put a shot on net, and that hits the Leaside pad. Comes back out of the zone. And Leaside gains the Clarington zone. Shot from far out. Blocker saved by Kinley. Battle on the near boards. Poked ahead by Rowan. And that play's broken up by Leaside again. Kinley again with another save from a long distance shot, and she hangs on. Defense doing a good job of keeping Leaside out. Those shots are coming from a healthy distance that Kinley's able to see them and make that save. Face off one back by Clarington into the corner. Coulter gives chase. She moves it up for Luxton. Luxton off the boards but not out. Leaside shoots that back in again. Brusado down in the corner. Does a great job of defending off her player. She turns, gets that up for Ridding. Ridding looks far side for Luxton. Luxton gains the zone. She splits the D. She's through. Shot on net, but that's saved by the Wildcats goaltender. Great move by Luxton to split the D and get that shot on net. It's the first good opportunity Clarington's had here in the first period. They go to play the puck back to the defense, and it just gets out of the zone. So Okapek gives chase all the way back. She plays that up for Preston. Preston up for Ridding. Ridding with a shot from far out. Ooh, that takes a funny bounce off the goalie. Rebounds there, and they will score. I believe that was Preston on the rebound, or Luxton. Yeah, that was Luxton on the rebound. What a great job following that puck all the way to the net, driving that far post. And your Clarington Flames are up 1-0. Second good opportunity the Flames have had in this period, and they take advantage of it. Face off one by the Wildcats. They bring it back, move it up the far boards. Okapek pinches. She moves it ahead for DeYoung. DeYoung flips that down into the Toronto zone. Wildcats go behind their net. They'll play it along the near boards for the winger. And they'll chip it out by our defense. Wood moves over and she's able to break up that play. Wood now on the far boards. Plays that puck up. Now DeYoung takes it. She drives wide. She's looking for somebody in front. Strand and DeYoung with it down in the corner. Leaside comes out with that puck. Chip it at the line. Brusado breaks it up with a nice little move with her foot. Brusado pinches down, keeps that puck in play. And Toronto Leaside chips that puck out in the neutral zone. Wood. She goes to play that ahead, and it just hits the Leaside player and bounces down into Clarington zone. Brusado plays it ahead for Rowan. Rowan's going to take that back behind her net, move it up the boards for the winger. And Leaside gets another shot on net from far out. Clarington again trying to make that play up the boards, and they're not able to get out of the zone. So Clarington again continues to struggle on that breakout with the wingers. Okapek takes the puck behind the net. She'll move it up the near boards. Again, that play broken up by Leaside as the Flames try to bring it out of the zone. Puck in the corner. Coulter and Rowan battling behind the net. They get it up. Rowan, she gives chase. She gets it on the near boards, and she'll get that puck out of the zone. And that puck hops just out of play. Both teams making changes. So that puck will come just outside the Clarington zone as the puck was shot out of play. Battle along the near boards. Okapek and Strachan down in the corner. Leaside looks cross ice. That play's broken up. Clarington brings it in the zone. Leaside will break that up, and they'll move it out the near side. Okapek pinches down on that player, but Leaside able to break out. They put it back to their defense. Up the near boards again. Okapek pinches down. She's checked off the puck, but Ridding's able to pick it up. She brings that into zone. She's got a little head of steam going up into the corner. She gets checked, and Leaside will just fire that puck around the boards. Wood gets to the line in time, looking for the big slap shot, but just fans a little bit on the shot. Leaside elects to fire that puck down the length of the ice as they're looking to change. Wood takes the puck behind her net for Lee. Lee circles back, goes out the far side for Luxton. Luxton again trying to go off the boards, but that's broken up again. Leaside does a regroup, moves it up the near side. Lee pinches ahead and breaks up that play. Luxton brings it into the zone. She's got it down behind the Leaside net. Circles back. Preston's got two Wildcats on her in front of the net. She takes one of them out at the feet, just trying to get herself a little extra space. Big shot from Bree at the point. Gets deflected in front and almost gets through the goalie. Sails just a little bit wide. Preston plays it out front of the net. Bree with it on the far boards. And that puck will just trickle out. Leaside with a head of steam brings it into the zone. Brasado along the far boards. She breaks up that play. Two Clarington players trying to battle over the same puck, and they get crossed up. So Leaside will maintain possession of that puck. They'll get it out front. There's a shot, and Toronto Leaside puts it just over the goalie's shoulder. So we have a 1-1 hockey game. 4:23 to go in the first period, and the Leaside Wildcats will tie this game at 1. Face-off won by Leaside. They bring it back. DeYoung breaks that up. She dumps it down into the corner. Leaside trying to bring that up the far boards. They're cut off, so they're going to circle back around behind their net. Leaside defense doing a good job of recognizing where the pressure's coming from and where they need to break out with that puck. Leaside on the far boards. They'll bring that puck up to the neutral zone, dump it down the ice. Coulter breaks it up. She's looking far side. She plays it over for Okapek. Okapek, she's looking far side for DeYoung. That just hops over her stick. And Leaside will start bringing that puck back the other way. Play broken up. Coulter and DeYoung both get a stick on that puck, so it'll trickle down into the corner. Okapek wins that battle. And we're going to have a penalty on the play. I think it's going to Toronto Leaside. Just going to double check here before we put it up on the clock, but I believe it's to Toronto Leaside. Yes, it is. So your Clarington Flames are going to go on the power play for 2 minutes. See if they can't capitalize on this. Puck wrapped around the boards. Wood along the far boards. She gets it. Takes the wrist shot. Just hits the stick in front and pops up. So Leaside takes that puck. They dump it down the length of the ice. Lee breaks it up, but it popped up just in front of the Wildcat player that was trying to rush down the length of the ice. Lee brings it out of that little scrum. She gets it far side for... I got a first name of Leah. I don't have a last name of 91 that's filling in on the Clarington Flames today. And that play will be called offside at the blue line. Coulter plays it up the far boards for Luxton. Luxton plays it to the middle for Preston. She can't get the puck out of her feet, and Leaside will dump that the length of the ice. Coulter gives chase behind the net. She plays it, wraps it around the boards for Luxton. Luxton gets it out of the zone, and Leaside bangs it back down on them. Luxton does a good job of getting that puck down the length of the ice. And Leaside will break it up and fire it all the way back down. Coulter circles behind the net. She's got Luxton on the near board. She goes cross ice, looking to open things up a little bit. Leaside just fires that puck back down again. Coulter behind the net, sets up behind the net, plays it along the far boards for Luxton. Luxton ahead for Ridding. Ridding gains the zone. She drives wide. She's looking for support. She's got Luxton coming behind her. Preston puts that puck on net. That's steered aside by the goalie, and Leaside will fire that down the length of the ice again as they've got 15 seconds left in this penalty. Lee plays it up for Luxton. And that'll do it for the power play for your Clarington Flames. They didn't even get a chance to set up on that power play. Kinley steers that puck aside. She'll hang on to force the face-off with a minute and 11 seconds to go in the first period. Kinley, shot comes in from the point. She just hangs on again to force another face-off. Leaside making a change on the play. Battle on the near boards. Leaside keeps that in. Leaside with it, goes behind the net. They circle back. Clarington putting on some pressure. Busato, she gains possession of that puck. She circles back, gets pinned along the boards. Things getting a little chippy down in the corner. Donna Leaside starting to lean on those Clarington players. And going to be a delayed penalty now against Clarington as a little bit of retaliation on that play. And they will get called for tripping. So Toronto Leaside will go on the attack, deep in the Clarington zone, with 23 seconds left to go in the period. Leaside dumps that down into behind the net. Clarington, they take advantage of the box that's broken up by Clarington. Clarington hasn't set up their box yet. They're chasing like they're not killing a penalty. They're going man on man, so that's going to leave one player extra for Toronto Leaside that they're going to be able to manipulate that play. And that'll do it for the first period. Flames looking a little scrambly in that period. Their first penalty kill of the game. They weren't able to actually get set up in the box formation and keep Toronto Leaside pushed to the outside. So that is Strand in the penalty box, 2 minutes for tripping. They were getting a little chippy down in the corner, and she gave that Toronto Leaside player an extra little hook in the feet with the stick. And the downside was that she was standing right beside the referee when she did it. So as we start the second period, the minute 35 left to go in this power play by Leaside. Clarington wins the face-off. Ridding chips it ahead, but not down the ice. Play broken up by the Wildcats. They'll bring it into the zone. Okapek chases behind the net. She wraps it around the boards. Gets to the Toronto Leaside defense, but they fire it right back in on them. Leaside with the shot from the awkward angle. Misses the net. Battle on the near boards. Okapek takes a swipe at it. She misses. She's got it now behind the net. She's looking to play that puck up. Ridding on the far boards. Bouncing puck, but Wildcats able to keep that in. And Kinley will hang on once again to force the face-off. So Clarington doing a good job of keeping those Leaside Wildcats pushed to the outside. Giving up a little bit of room by trying to chase and attack that player. Shot gets through. Coulter behind the net. She'll play it around the boards. Not out. Shot from the point. That's actually kicked by the Leaside player. Leaside gets it back to the point. Puck trickles in on net. And that's held on by Kinley once again. Kinley doing a good job tracking these pucks. Forcing another face-off. Face-off won by Leaside. They get it back to the point. But that play's broken up. And Clarington now gets it down the length of the ice. Wildcats D to D to the near side. Up the boards. They'll gain the Clarington zone. Dion give and chase. She checks her player along the boards. Penalty's now over. Back to even strength. Shot on net, and Kinley hangs on once again. Face off deep in the Clarington zone. Won by Clarington, but not out. So Toronto, they turn that back on them. Pass in front, just missed by the Wildcat player. So it goes into the corner now along the far boards. Played around Busado. She starts moving up with it. She's trying to create a little room. She banks it off the boards, and that comes out to Rowan. Rowan's going to gain the zone. Takes it deep into the corner. Good support by Lee. That play's broken up by Leaside. Busado does a nice pinch, and she keeps that in the zone. Preston on the near boards. Misses the puck, so that's going to come all the way down. Leaside with a 2-on-1. And that shot just goes off the post. Leaside taking advantage of that 2-on-1. They made the pass across, but it just ringing off the post. Puck in the neutral zone, now controlled by the Wildcats. They'll gain the Clarington zone. Nice little move. Gets a shot on net. That's steered aside by Kinley. Ridding along the far boards. She plays it up, but not out. Preston off her foot. Leaside moving this puck around nicely. Shot goes way far in the net. On the far side. Okapek breaks it up, plays it along the boards. And it gets just out to center ice. Preston with it. She likes to dump that down the length of the ice, and she'll make a change. Wildcats goalie's going to hang on and force that face off. See now if Clarington can take advantage of this face off in the Wildcat zone. Okapek, she makes a shot, but that hits off the pads of the Wildcats player who brings it all the way down the ice. She dekes around all the players. Okapek, nice back hustle. She gets back and makes a nice stick check on the player. Leaside shot on net, and that'll be hung on to by Kinley once again. 10:55 here to go. Toronto Leaside leading with shots on net, but they're coming from a fair distance out, and Kinley's able to see those through and hang on. Face off one back behind the net. Leaside goes to play that out front. Coulter hits it off her stick. She plays it up for DeYoung. Comes back to Coulter. Coulter looking. Who's open? She goes far side, but that play's broken up center ice. But it was offside, so it gives Clarington a chance to bring it down the ice. Busado, she gains the zone. She's going to drive wide. Drops it back for Strand. Strand puts that right through the crease, but no Clarington sticks there to get on it. Coulter pinches down and puts that on net. And the Wildcats goalie is going to hang on and force that face-off. Nice zone entry by the Clarington Flames on that one to drive wide, look for a player going to the net. Face-off won by the Wildcats. They bring it out to center ice. Lee breaks up that play. Clarington brings it in the far side. Shot into the zone. Up the boards. That's back for Lee. She takes the shot from the point, and that's broken up by Leaside, who's going to bring it out. Wood breaks the play up on the near side. She was looking for Leah. They were right at the line. And Toronto Leaside now breaks that up, and they'll go down the length of the ice. Wood gets a stick on that puck and trickles down behind the Clarington goalie. Rowan battling her player along the boards. Leaside comes out of the corner with it. They put the shot out front, but that sails over the net. Leaside cycling the puck again. They come up the far boards. They play it back to the D. And then back down to that winger. Wildcats starting to work that cycle, but Wood breaks up the play. She moves it up the near board. And again, Clarington unable to break out along those boards. The wingers not able to get that puck out. Leaside with it in the far corner. They pass it out front. Chipped. And that's easily glove saved by Kinley, and she'll hang on again to force the face-off. Kinley doing a great job seeing those pucks, gathering them up in her glove, forcing those face-offs. Okapek plays it all the way around the boards. Coulter gives chase. She moves it up the boards for Luxton. Play broken up. Luxton now with it. She plays it right across the middle, but Ridding gets it, and she'll bring it out to the neutral zone. Ridding gains the Toronto zone, plays it back for Luxton. Luxton plays it back into the corner for Ridding. Back to the point to Okapek. She shoots it on net. Preston gets a stick on it, but not able to get enough on it to get it to the goalie. 3-on-1 coming back the other way. Coulter, she stick checks that away, and that went to Preston. Preston plays it ahead, but nobody there. So now the Wildcats try to control this puck again. Bring it in from the point, up for Coulter. She's got some room, but she plays it up for Luxton. Luxton brings it up. She'll bring it into the zone. She drives wide, looking for somebody driving to the net, but nobody there again. So Leaside breaks this play up, and they come back the other way. Busado trips, but she gets control of this puck now, and she'll move that over to Ridding. Ridding will shoot it down the length of the ice, but that's going to hit the Leaside player, so icing waved off. Busado pinches on the near boards. Wildcats bring it up. They gain Clarington zone. DeYoung chases her player along the board, so then that puck just squirts down and goes behind the net for Usado. She's checked along the boards, and Leaside gains control of this puck. They play it back for their D, but that's going to squirt out, so DeYoung's giving chase. For some reason, there was icing called on that play, but the Leaside player, pretty sure touched that along the near boards. But face-off will come down into the Clarington zone. Face-off won by Leaside. They control it. Center curls. Shoots. That's steered aside by Kinley. Okapek plays it up the boards for DeYoung, and DeYoung chips that out and down the length of the ice. Strand gives chase. She breaks the play up. Puck goes back to Lee on the point. Lee looking for somebody in front. Leaside will bring that down the length of the ice. Lee takes it behind her net. She'll stop up. She'll move it up for DeYoung on the near side. DeYoung plays that up. Strand chips that into the zone. DeYoung looking to make a change too, so Toronto Leaside will gather that puck up. They bring it to center, but not out. Okapek brings that puck up to the blue line, and she'll dump it in. Clarington player was checked along the blue line and slow to get up, but it's number 44, Chloe Strawn. Ooh, pass coming out from the corner, just gets broken up by Leaside. Rowan with the shot on net, and the Leaside goalie will hang on. So 5:24 to go here in the second period. Face-off was won by Preston, but some cheating on the face-off by Leaside, so they're going to redo this face-off. Preston wins it again. They win that puck back, but Leaside, quick to get on that puck, breaks it up. They bring it up the near boards. They move it across the ice. Leaside around Bussato. Bussato doing a great job giving chase. Leaside plays it back to the point, now back down into the corner. Coulter checks her player along the boards. Play broken up by Preston. Preston tries to chip it out, but hits the feet of the Leaside player. Little battle in front. Coulter chips that to the side for Ridding. Ridding plays it back behind the net. Coulter gives chase. She's got Luxton up the near board. She plays up for Luxton. Luxton chips it down the length of the ice. Delayed icing on the and that'll be blown down for icing. With 4:25 left to go in the second period. Face-off won by Leaside. Back to the D. DeYoung tries to give chase on it. Get that puck out of the zone. Battle on the near boards. Shot from the Wildcats. Sails wide of the net. Wood with it down in the corner. She's checked by the Leaside player. No penalty. Beethan plays it up the near boards. Rowan. Sorry, that was DeYoung. Plays it up for Strand. Strand giving chase. DeYoung gives good support behind the puck. Beethan with it. And that's going to be called on the offside. Face-off will come just outside the Wildcat zone. Beethan wins it, but she pushes it forward, so Leaside then brings that puck up to their winger on the far board. They gain the zone. Drop pass. Take it into the corner. They play it back to the D. DeYoung and Strand both doing a good job of covering up that D and not letting a very good shot get off. So now the puck's in the near corner. They play it out front. Lee on that play did a great job of blocking out the Leaside player so she couldn't get the rebound as Kinley was hanging on to force the faceoff. Faceoff won by Leaside again. One back to the D. They dump it down into the corner. Player walks out of the corner out front. Shot goes across the crease. Now they pull it back to the D. Shot from the D is broken up by number 44, Chloe Strawn. Strawn plays it on the boards. That gets out. And now that'll hop just over the boards and into the Toronto Leaside bench. Face-off one back by Clarington, back to Coulter. She moves it up for number 91, Leah. That play's broken up by Leaside. Along the boards, Coulter tries the poke check. Squirts past Okapek. She plays it up the near side. Clarington trying to chip that off the boards again, but doesn't get out. Leaside gets the shot off. That's a glove save by Leah. By Kinley, sorry. Puck brought up by Leah. She gains the zone, but Toronto Leaside, they'll start bringing that back the other way. Shot again from far distance out. Easily steered aside by Kinley. Ridding gains control of that puck. She chips that out of the zone, and Luxton's going to give chase. Wildcats go D to D, broken up by Preston. Wildcats bring it into the Clarington zone. Stops up. Wood breaks the play up. She's going to bring it down the ice herself. She's got two Wildcats left to beat. She beats one of them. Takes that shot from a difficult angle, and that just misses the net. And now Leaside's going to bring that puck back the other way. 2-on-2. Preston does a great job of getting her feet together and stopping that puck from getting through. Preston with a great second effort there too to chip the puck up. Ridding chips it out of the zone. 2-on-1 coming the other way. Ridding sends that puck just over the net. Luxton with it on the near board. She gets stripped of the puck, and now Leaside's going to come back the other way. Called on the offside. Good call by the linesman there as that player was inside the zone. So that faceoff's going to come back to just outside the Leaside end. So that's where the pass originated from. Faceoff won by Clarington, but the wingers coming through on the far side from Leaside gets that puck, but Strand does a great job of getting there and breaking up that play and dumps it down the length of the ice. Puck along the near boards. Okapek pinches all the way down. And Leaside's going to bring that puck out. Okapek does a good job of back checking. Oh, turns the puck over and shot on net. Handled by Kinley. Okapek does a great job of back checking on that play, catches up to the Leaside player, but when she hit her stick to knock the puck away, there was another Leaside player right there to pick it up, take the shot on net. Face-off won by Clarington. DeYoung brings it out of the zone with 7 seconds in this period. She chips it through. Just broken up by the Wildcats. So as we head off to our intermission, the score still 1-1. See if the Clarington Flames can't come out of the third period with a little more jump in their step and try to gain some more advantages in that offensive zone. And we will see you back for the third period. All right, folks, we are back to start the third period. Your Clarington Flames are just taking the ice. So one thing we were just talking about here up in the stands is when we were at the CHE tournament, we had people tuning in from the East Coast. We had people tuning in from, I believe, Saskatchewan. So if you wouldn't mind, go onto our Facebook page and in the comments for this stream, comment where are you tuning in from. Let us know how our broadcasts are doing and who's following from where. Puck comes along the far side. Coulter plays it up the near boards for Strawn. Again, Leaside dumps that puck down the ice. Okapek gives chase. Coulter holds up her player just enough to let Okapek play that up the boards. Preston gets it. 3 players gain the zone. Preston, she drives wide, comes around the net, puts that puck on net, and that's held on to by the Leaside goaltender. Late arrival here to the game, folks. Wood with it on the far boards. She dumps that puck back in. Strand and DeYoung give chase. Basato gets it at the point. She pinches down, keeps that puck in. Shot on net broken up by Leaside. They'll break it up the far side. Tried the cross ice pass. DeYoung breaks that play up. And Wood, she shoots that puck down the length of the ice. Toronto brings it up to the neutral zone. 2-on-2 with Beechin back checking. Wood breaks that play up and Beechin gets it. She plays it along the far boards. Chips it up for DeYoung. DeYoung chips that puck out. That gets up to Strand. She dumps that down into the Toronto zone. Goes behind the net. Toronto gives chase. They play it out. Strand gets it and goes to make the pass out front. Toronto breaks that play up. Strand doing a good job. Comes now to the near side and breaks that play out. Puck shot around the boards. Okapek battles with it. Puck comes out. Lee gets tripped up by the Toronto player. No call on the play. Toronto plays that puck to the far boards. Okapek, she gets knocked down by the Leaside player. Referee's letting a little bit of the physicality go. Bouncing puck just sails wide of the net. Leaside brings that puck back. They've got a player sitting high in the slot. She takes the backhand. That play's broken up. Rowan plays it up the boards. She chips it along. Ridding giving chase. Leaside brings it down. Coulter, she's looking. Goes to make that pass, and that just goes off the stick of the Leaside player. And Kinley hangs on to force that face-off. Face-off just to the right of the Clarington net. Face-off won by Preston. She plays it back in the corner, but Toronto brings that puck out. Out to the high slot, back to the defense. Defense shoots that in on net. Kinley able to see that puck. Coulter had that player tied up in front, so she wasn't able to get a stick on the puck. Basato gives chase in the corner. Leaside comes out with it. Play broken up. Preston plays it up for Luxton. Luxton brings that into the zone. She's got 3 Leaside players on her. She's still working that puck in the corner. Comes back to the point. Wood. Puck was on its edge. Toronto brings it into the zone. Fans on the shot. Preston backhands it out of the zone, but right to the Leaside player. Wood plays it up for Luxton. Luxton gains the zone. Puck's going to be called offside as Luxton was checked by the player, and the puck just trickled into the zone before Luxton. Face-off won by Leaside. They're going to bring it down the length of the ice. Shot on net. That's steered aside by Kinley. Shipped up the boards by Wood. Gets to DeYoung, but not out. So Wood plays it back behind the net. Clarington chasing this puck around. Unable to get it out. Strand gets it on the near boards. Plays it back for Wood. Wood goes behind the net. She'll play it around the boards for DeYoung. DeYoung again chips it off the boards, but not out. Oh, it did get out. Delayed offside. Lee plays that up the boards for Strand. That play's broken up. Leaside elects to go to the far side of the ice. It cuts to the middle. She'll get the shot off. Puck's loose in front of the net. There's a scramble. And that's brought out by Beetham. And she'll battle that puck on the far board. Leaside with another shot on net. That's steered aside by Kinley. Kinley hugging those posts as Leaside brings that puck out from the corner. They play it in front. Lee goes to the bench with an injury. It looks like she might have got a high stick or something in front of the net. Coulter with it, backs up. She makes the cross ice pass for, that's Leah Jambo. Okapek plays it cross ice for Coulter, but just out of her reach, so that goes to the Leaside players. Coulter elects to just dump that puck out to the neutral zone. Leaside circles back. They gain the zone. Coulter breaks that play up with the stick. Just enough to, that puck goes off into the corner. Rowan plays it around the boards. Janvo just didn't get there in time. Puck comes around to the near side. Ridding gets that puck to the point, but not out. So now Leaside gets a little bit of a shot from the point, but that's blocked. Leaside chases down in the corner. Coulter chases. Leaside circles around the net. And Kinley doing a great job of sealing off that near post. And she'll hang on to force the face-off again. Apparent injury to Kinley on that play as she comes to the bench. So she's going to be substituted off for Victoria, who's coming into this game cold. Referee and the linesman having a conversation over here. So maybe the linesman saw what happened on that high stick play to Lee or what happened. But Lee went to the bench holding her throat. She seems to be up and okay on the bench. Referee's going over and talking to the Clarington bench. Shaking their heads like they didn't see what happened on that play. Now they're over talking to the Leaside bench, explaining the conversation. Leaside coach doesn't seem impressed. Not sure what the conversation was, but we will have a face-off now in the deep in the Clarington zone. Puck one back to the Leaside D, who takes the shot, and Victoria steers that aside. Puck brought up through the neutral zone by Luxton. She dumps that deep into the corner. Wood takes the puck in the neutral zone, looks far side, intercepted by Leaside. Leaside gets that puck in the high slot, unable to get a shot off as there's lots of Clarington players clogging up that key shooting lane. Toronto comes out from the corner with it. And Victoria hangs on to that one to force the faceoff. And it looks like Kinley's all right. She's going to return to this game. Lee plays that puck around the far boards for... Oh, and that puck squirts just up into the... Puck goes out of play into the Clarington bench. So the faceoff will come back down into the Clarington zone. Faceoff won by Leaside, pulled back to the D. DeYoung does a good job of getting out there, blocking the shot. Still kept in by Leaside. Okapek plays that up the near boards and it gets out. Leaside dumps that puck down the length of the ice. Okapek, she'll dump that puck down the length of the ice and that'll be called on the icing. 6:58 to go in the third period, still at 1-1 tie. Faceoff comes back down to the Clarington zone. Faceoff won again by Leaside, pulled back to the D. The D dumps it down into the corner. Beechin breaks that play up, but Leaside bounces off the boards. And that puck came out to the center slot, and that Leaside player made no mistake, put it right over the shoulder of the Clarington goaltender. So the Wildcats will take a 2-1 lead here with 6:46 to go in the third period. Leaside with a bit of momentum, brings it into the zone, brings it right in on Kinley. She's got the pad locked into the post to make that save. Clarington bench showing their support for Kinley. Puck comes out to the slot. Leaside unable to get the shot off as that play was broken up by Lee. Puck comes to the near boards. Leaside plays that into the slot. She circles down low, plays the puck out front. Nobody there. Jambo plays that puck. Turns over to Leaside, who takes the shot. That sails just wide of the net. Battle along the near boards again. Ridding digging that puck. Comes out to Wood. Wood plays it ahead for Rowan. Clarington just gets to the line, and that play's broken up again by Leaside. Leaside getting awful aggressive on this puck. Luxton with it. Nice little dangle to avoid the first player. She's being held up by the Leaside player. Checks her along the boards. And they'll play that puck out. Coulter gives chase. She's got a little bit of time. She looks far side for Strawn. Strawn's got some room. She takes a shot. And that just misses the net. Leaside takes that puck, brings it in. They'll dump it down the length of the ice. Coulter trying to hold that player up right at the blue line. So she had nowhere to go. So she elected to dump it down into the zone, and Clarington gains possession of that puck. Coulter now with it behind the net. She chips it around for Okapek on the near boards. Okapek's got Strawn on the near boards, and they chip it out. Leaside circles back in their zone, plays it to the far side. Lee looks to pinch on that puck and just skated right through the pile. Bussato plays that puck up for Luxton. Luxton looking to hit Preston with that pass, but that was intercepted. Wood flips it up the boards, but not out. Again, Clarington still struggling along these boards to get that puck out of the zone. And we've got a delayed penalty. Not sure who that's coming against. That's going to be a penalty against Leaside. So the face-off's going to come all the way down. Face-off won by Beethan. She wins it back to the point. Lee dumps that down into the corner. Beethan with the shot out of from the near boards. And that's just intercepted by Leaside, who fires that puck around the boards. Lee, she gives chase. She's got one player on her. Nice little chip up the boards for Strand. Okapek on the far side, plays on the far boards. Up to DeYoung. DeYoung gains the zone. That play's broken up again by Toronto Leaside. Shot from Leaside, goes just wide of the net. Okapek gives chase on the far side. Okapek pins her players up against the boards. And Beethan gives great support to Okapek to dig that puck out along that far side and bring it up to center. They gain the zone. Lee with it at center ice. She plays it back for Coulter. Coulter looks far side, looking for Strand. Strand gets that puck to the red line, and she'll dump it down into the Toronto zone. Toronto regroups behind their net, breaks out far side. They fire it out. Loxton with it. She's got a bit of room. Plays it over for Ridding. Ridding steps out of the corner. She gets the shot on net, and that goes off the shoulder of the goaltender, and it's deflected out of play. 30 seconds left to go in this power play. 3 minutes to go in the period. Clarington will set up on this power play. Look to control the face-off. They lose the face-off, and that puck is shot all the way down the ice. Clarington giving chase. Rosado behind the net. Coulter shoots that puck. She was looking for Ridding on the near side. Icing waved off. Leaside stops up behind their net, and they'll fire that down the length of the ice. Wood. She's back to track it. Circles back behind her net. She's looking for a player, but nobody from Clarington was back into the zone yet. Preston on the far side with it. Gets it back to Wood. Wood behind the net. She circles around the boards. Preston lost her stick, so Luxton's going to dig that out. She'll play that up. Ridding almost got to that loose puck in time, but Leaside brings that puck in the zone. Shot sails wide of the net. Back to the defense. Lee with it on the far side. She gets that chip just off the boards, and that's going to go into Ridding. Ridding with a nice move coming out of the corner, but she's checked just enough by the Leaside player to disrupt that puck on her stick. Preston with it, steps out of the corner. She puts that shot right on the goalie. Ridding, she shoots it. The rebound's there. Wood makes a diving play to keep that puck in the zone. Dumps the puck down in the corner. Ridding, she brings it out from behind the net, and that puck just squirts out, and Toronto Leaside gathers it up and shoots it down the length of the ice. Leaside with a shot from the corner. Bad angle shot. Sails just wide. Last minute to play here in the third period. And DeYoung gains the zone. She's going to be on the backhand. And Leaside goalie, that got into the middle of the pads and almost could have gone through, but she hangs on to force the face-off. So we have 53 seconds left to go here in the third period. We're just going to let our clock catch up again, folks. Face-off deep in the Toronto zone. Won by Clarington. They move it back to the point. Okapek takes the shot. That's blocked. Intercepted by Leaside, but between Coulter and Okapek, they both disrupt that player enough. Coulter with it along the board. She plays it up for DeYoung. DeYoung to Ridding. Ridding's got some room. She's going to drive wide. She's checked along the end boards. That puck goes back to Okapek. Net's empty for Clarington. Coulter keeps that puck in the zone. Toronto gets it out. Clarington breaks it up again. Ridding brings it in the zone. 12 seconds left to go here in the third period. Clarington dumps that down the length of the ice, and they are going to get called on the icing. With 5.7 seconds left to go, the faceoff's going to come all the way down the ice. So Clarington's going to put their goalie back in the net for this faceoff. They're going to have to win this faceoff and get the puck down the length of the ice and shoot within 5 seconds. They win the faceoff, but Leaside controls it and wins it back to the D, and they dump it back into the corner. So that'll do it, folks. 2-1 is the final score for Leaside. Clarington showing their support for Leaside. Leaside showing their support for Clarington. And that'll do it for the hockey game, folks. 2-1 for the Toronto Leaside Wildcats over your Clarington Flames in a hard-fought battle. So again, folks, if you don't mind going to that Facebook page where the link was and comment, where did you tune into this game from? And I think we have comments turned on the YouTube channel too, so you can comment on there as well. And that'll do it. And we will see you back again next time, folks, for another Clarington Flames U15A